Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. So today's adventure takes me to Linville Gorge, and I parked at the Table Rock Road trailhead parking for Jonas Ridge Trail, and I am going up to Sitting Bear Mountain, and from there I'm heading north a little further to Gingercake Mountain. It's supposed to be really challenging, really steep, is what I was told by three gentlemen I just met near the trailhead. They're camping by the trailhead, and they let me know about where to head off on this hike, because it was kind of saw trails going off in either direction. But anyway, they said I can come back and join them if I wanted to camp there, but I think I'm going to press on once I get back, because I gotta do this out and back and then come back south to get Hawksbill, and I want to make it down to Table Rock and maybe the Chimneys. I don't know where I'm going to plan on camping, whatever looks best. But yeah, this is going to be quite the adventure, because I'm going to be summiting all the best peaks here in Linville Gorge on the east rim of the gorge, which is my favorite side. I'm going to explore the river further in future trips, but for now I'm enjoying this side of the gorge. I've never been to Sitting Bear or Gingercake, so stay with me. I'm going to show you the greatest sights I can show you. Whew. Getting a workout in. They were right. They told me it would be super steep, and it's been going up. That was really steep getting up there, but the work is hard, but the reward is greater. You can see the payoff. This is why I do it. This makes me feel alive right here. Some people get their adrenaline rush from doing many things, but this is what does it for me. Absolutely wonderful. Wish you guys could be here. Almost to the top of Sitting Bear. Man, this place really pays off. You can see some houses down there. And there's a great campsite right next to this view. In case I should decide to camp here sometime, maybe bring some friends. Not a long hike, but a very steep hike. But you could fit 10 or 2 in here, maybe 3, and right across Over here, you could fit another tent and or a hammock. And here's the trail. All right, folks, I think I've reached what the older gentleman that I met at the trailhead told me was Celestial Point, because I followed the Gaia GPS map to the trail's end here, off the Devil's Cliff Trail. This trail didn't have a name that I saw, but they said it was one of the best views in the gorge, and I'd have to agree, it is pretty remarkable. So if you're trying to find it, it's real short. Came down that steep side path there off the Devil's Cliff Trail, which wasn't very long at all to get here. Probably about a 5-minute walk on the cliff trail, and then another 2 minutes to get down here, but very steep. So I'm back on the Jonas Ridge trail, and that's Hawksbill. That's what I'm gonna have to go up in a pretty short distance. So it's gonna be pretty darn steep. But there are just a plethora of amazing campsites here. Here's one of them. Thought I'd show you guys. Big old fire pit. Yeah, I think my friends and I could all fit here. But, yeah, let's get going here, get back on trail. There's the trail intersection. There's the Hawksbill Trail. So, basically, Jonas Ridge becomes Hawksbill right here, once you crest the mountain. Alright, this is an incredibly steep, albeit short trail. It's a butt kicker. Especially when you're backpacking, as opposed to doing a day hike. This is my third time here. First time I came here in 2015. I fell in love with the gorge. All the more reason to make frequent trips. About to summit. There's Table Rock, where I'm going next. Okay, I'm following what appears to be the ledge trail, according to the map, but it looks overgrown and seldom used. And there's Hawksbill Rock, up above. Yeah, you couldn't even hardly tell it was a trail, right off the Hawksbill Trail. But the map shows I'm on the right trail, so keep following it. It looks like it circumnavigates the gorge here to get you back on the right path. So we'll see how it goes here, because if it gets too steep and too sketchy. I'm not going to continue following it. Alright, this ledge trail is proving to be quite the slow going because I got to watch every footstep. There's rocks, big steps down, and I don't want to risk hurting myself out here, so I got to take my time down here. You can see the rock is Hawksbill Rock is towering above me. Yeah, it was sketchy there for a little bit. It's super steep too, getting down. Geez, that rock face gets higher and higher as I get further and further down. And I just slipped and busted my hip on some slick rock. I just hope none of those rocks above fall, because that would be a bad day for me. I'm just following along the base of the rock. See how it goes, because it is a little bit nerve-wracking in places where it's hard to find a good place to put your foot, getting snagged on everything. But it looks like a discernible path, so that's why I decided to take it. Once I got over the initial apprehension of just going off in a direction that the map looked like it was taking me, the right way, and sure enough, it started looking more and more like a actual trail. So that's why I took the chance. Look at it. It resembles a cave. Oh, jeez. Sketchy. I hear voices coming too, so I think it might be those three older guys I met at the trailhead when I started. Yeah, they're getting closer. I wonder if it's them. I'll let you know. They said they were going to take the ledge trail, but it's been a while since I've seen them. Well, sure enough, that was the three older gentlemen I met this morning who were coming towards me down here on the ledge trail. Real nice guys. I mean, really pleasant personalities. And they wanted to take me up to show me this snake ribbon in the rock, a snake shaped ribbon of quartz in a boulder up this steep mess. So I followed them up about halfway up the way I came down originally, and they said we must have missed it, and I didn't see it coming back down, so it's here somewhere, but that's what they said. It was here the last time they came. So anyway, yeah, it was good meeting up with those guys again. The trail went from rocky and boulders to very deep leaves. See, my feet are buried all the way up to my shins. It's like a sea of leaves in here. Still following the giant rock outcrop. Heading down. Slipped and fell again. But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Ooh. I lost the trail for a little bit. Talk about exhausting. I had to climb back up a couple hundred feet vertical almost, up rocks and through all these leaves that are slippery just to get back up to the trail. I don't know how I lost it, but there are leaves everywhere and rocks, and the trail meanders every which way, and it's seldom used. So it's hard to distinguish where the trail goes. Even those three older gentlemen that have been here multiple times had a hard time knowing which way to go. But you see, I got back on the trail and you hardly even notice it's a trail in all these leaves. But yes, it is a fight just to friggin' manage it. And to get back onto the trail was a struggle that I don't care to repeat, so I want to be more careful. Thank you to the person who made these rock stack piles. That way I know where to go. So I came out from the ledge trail and I'm back on Table Rock Road, heading to Table Rock via the Mountains to Sea Trail. So if I can't make it there by around 4:30, I'm just going to bypass it until the morning because I got to make it to camp. And I'm thinking of camping somewhere between Table Rock and the Chimneys because I like that spot. But I got to get water because there's not a lot of water out here, as I told you guys on the last Linville Gorge trip back in May. So I got to get water at the pipe spring by Table Rock. Now I'm on the Mountains to Sea Trail from the Table Rock Gap Trail, heading up. All right, now that I'm all topped off with water here from the pipe spring, which I got water from the last time, but tried it and the flow was too slow. So I went over here and got water coming off the mossy rock face. But when I get back up top, I'm going to show you guys, because I don't think I had shown you the last time I was here, and I had a nice couple tell me the actual path down to this spring. So when I get back up, I'm going to show you the real path, which is right next to the sign path, so you don't get confused and you take the right one down. So there's the actual path down to get water. See, there's no sign, no blaze, just trust it. It's like 1/10 or maybe 2/10 of a mile down, but it's well worth it because this area doesn't have a lot of water. I'll show you the sign up here on the Table Rock Trail. See, there's the Table Rock Trail and the Mountains to Sea Trail going up to Table Rock. And there's the sign. That's how close it is. So remember that. There's to the parking lot. There's the Table Rock. And there's, right there on the right, is to the water. All right. Back at the parking lot. Only 4 cars here. Guess they're here to catch the sunset. Heading this way. It's a beauty. Table Rock. I'll crest it in the morning and catch the sunrise on my way out of here. Would you look at that? The sun is ready to set. It's 5:12. The moon is on the horizon. It's going to be a lovely night. Almost a camp. There's a car down there. You probably can't see him. I see his headlights. There's Table Rock. This is gorgeous up here. I might make this my campsite. Only thing about it is it's a little exposed to the wind. So I don't know how that's going to play out tonight if the winds come through and kick up. But it's got a fire pit with no firewood. I'll decide here in a moment if I'm going to stay. Alright, I've decided to make camp here. The reason being is because it's shielded more from the wind, and I'm going to have a fire over there. Winds are still coming in, but hopefully they won't amount to much tonight. You can see the sun is going down fast, just about down already, so I better set up my tent, which I'm going to set up right over here, right in that flat spot. hopefully they provide support. Got it roaring now. So I guess I'm going to turn in a little bit here. Just enjoy seeing the light of my campfire from my tent. Alright folks, looking at an almost full moon over the city lights here in Linville Gorge at the Chimneys.